answer in America. My name is Guier Haro, the World Financial Group Executive Marketing Director, Executive Vice Chairman. I just gave myself a demotion, sorry. And I've been with this company now 16 years, and I just got to tell you, I don't like this company. I love this company. Brief thing about my story, I was born on a dirt floor in Zacatecas, Mexico. I'm not sure if you're cheering about the dirt floor or Zacatecas. What I represent is the American dream for an immigrant that came here from one of the poorest of the poorest. My parents were immigrants to this country. We had no money. They came to this country in search of opportunity. I came here when I was 5 years old in the first grade, didn't know the language, didn't know how this whole country worked. We struggled, we battled, and then one day that magic moment came. Someone put me on their list, and that list happened to be a top 25 on a World Financial Group forum. I received that phone call, I showed up to my first meeting, and that meeting forever changed my life. I met my mentor. I met a guy that was going to show me the ropes, that was going to take me from where I was to where I wanted to go. And man, it's been an incredible ride. It's not easy. We promise you it's not easy. We also know that it's not hard, but it is simple. And if you do the work and you stay and you persevere, it's a big word in my language, you have to persevere, you got to be after it and be coachable and stay in the game long enough in order for this thing to pay off. One of my mentors told me early on in the business, says, gee, if you just hang in here long enough, you shall be paid more than you deserve. And man, I don't know that I'm there yet because I feel I'm deserving more, but it's really good already. I'm an example of an immigrant from immigrant parents who was here in this country, making an example to all those people. They say if you were born in the United States, you have a 1 in 4 chance of becoming successful. They said if you're born outside of the United States, there's a far greater percentage. Now, I'm not sure how that plays in your life, but here's one thing. We're not going to waste this opportunity. We're going to do everything possible to make this thing happen. One of the important things that I've always knew about this company is that you had to learn to talk the language. There's a certain way to talk to people. There's a certain way to answer their questions. People have concerns. We live in a world today with lots of opinions, lots of talk out there, and some of them come from illegitimate facts and the media. There's a lot of stuff out there. So one thing I did learn, my mentor Ed Milet, I saw him do one-on-ones, I saw him doing interviews, I saw him do KTPs, I saw him make phone calls, and I listened to those words, and when he tossed those words out into the air, I grabbed those words out of the air and put them in my mind, and I told myself, man, I want to talk like him. I want to be confident like him. I want to be certain like him. I want to be in a position where whatever question comes my way, I'd be able to give them a solid, legitimate answer that they can now digest and say, okay, this is legit. This afternoon, we're going to give you a sample of what those look like. I have a few of my buddies here in the business that are going to throw some questions out, and we're going to address them. Many of you guys out there will get these objections. Your ability to answer these objections in a confident way with the words will empower you, will be able to get you recruits that otherwise you may have not gotten. And I've learned, I got really good at focusing at the question, reading the body language, looking at the facial expressions, and getting good with these words. The words, in my opinion, are everything. If you know these words, you become pretty confident. And if you notice, confident people run this world. Let's go with the first one right here. I have my good friend right here, Greg Shanaka. Greg, question?
Yeah, I have a question. Is this a pyramid? It seems like a pyramid.
Is this a pyramid? Greg, let me ask you a question. What is your definition of a pyramid?
Well, I think that's where somebody's signing people up for something and making money off of them.
So you sign up and someone's at the top and there's a lot of people at the bottom?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Greg. Does the word pyramid in a business context, does that appear to you to be a legal or an illegal operation?
I think it's illegal.
Illegal?
Yeah.
So you think I would invite you and entice you to come and join me into an illegal operation?
Well, I wouldn't think that, but it was just...
Well, the reality, here's my definition, and based on some legal research we've done. A pyramid in business is an illegal activity. It has no product. It has no service. It doesn't require licensing. It's the illegal passing of money from one hand to the other. And that doesn't sound like us, does it?
No, not at all.
No, let's talk about you making some money.
Okay.
All right. That's the way you handle that one. Pretty cool. All right, once we got all these, why don't you guys help me out and say, okay, I got it. Say it. All right, let's go. Nick Lancaster. Go ahead, Nick. What's your question?
My question is this like Primerica? Is this like Primerica?
Is this like who?
Primerica.
What's that?
Company that kind of sounds very similar to kind of what you guys are doing.
Do you know anyone there, or have you been involved?
I have not.
Yeah, we're not that. I'm not really sure what we're talking about, but let's talk about your future and making some money. Everyone help us say, got it. All right, next, Fredo, talk to me.
Is this one of those MLM things?
One of those MLM?
Yeah, like
What does
multi-level
that stand
marketing.
for?
Multi-level marketing.
Multi-level marketing. Are you familiar with multi-level marketing, Fredo?
I've never done it, but it's one of those, you know, you recruit the planet and you got to keep recruiting to make any money.
When you say multi-level, that means that like there's different tiers? Is that
Yeah, like someone recruits someone and they recruit someone and they recruit someone and it keeps going.
Fredo, doesn't it seem to me like almost everything that's organized is multi-level? Isn't that pretty true?
What do you mean by that?
Well, let me ask you, is your family uni-level or multi-level? Is everybody the same age in your family?
No, not at all.
So your family is multi-level, right? Your grandfather and your kid have different ages, right?
True.
That sounds like multi-level. Let me ask you this, the U.S. government, does everybody have the same position or is it multi-level?
Definitely multi-level.
What about a football team? Is that multi-level or uni-level?
Probably.
Here's what we're thinking. Everything out there, Fredo, is multi-level. That means there's different stepping stones. There's like in high school, you started in the 9th grade and you started in the 12th grade. Is that correct? What you're really asking me is this legit, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? Look how many people we got here.
I gotta say, it's legit.
All right, everybody help me out. Say, got it. All right, next one. This is my buddy, James Schwartz.
It sounds really great, but
Hang on. Okay, go ahead.
it sounds really great, but I'm really busy and I don't have a lot of time.
You don't have a lot of time?
Yeah.
James, what are you so busy doing?
Well, I mean, I go to work and then come home and I watch a lot of TV and Desperate Housewives.
James has been my experience that all the successful people in our organization came from the background you come from, where they did have a home and they have kids and they have work and they're in traffic. But I'm not sure, are you looking for a bigger and better life?
Yeah, of course.
Well, here's what I know is if you're really that busy, that means you know a lot of people, and busy people get things done, don't they?
They do.
What I think you could do is you could start off like me. I started this business part-time, and I held on to my full-time job. Well, I got pretty decent at WFG. My first year, I made about $70,000 part-time. What do you make right now full-time?
About 55.
You make 55 full-time?
Yes.
In traffic?
Yes.
Okay, and I made 70,000 part-time. You think you at least ought to check it out a little bit further?
Yeah, I think I should.
All right, well, let's get started, man. Let's go.
All right.
All right. Yeah. My buddy, Paul Hart.
Everything sounds good, Jim. Everything sounds good, but is this sales?
One more time, Paul.
Everything sounds good, but is this sales?
Is it sales? Like, do we make money on commission?
Yeah, you gotta be a salesperson. Good. I don't think.
No, Paul, it's not necessarily sales. I don't look at myself as a salesperson. I look at more like a financial teacher. I learned some things that I now apply and I make money from it. So we'll teach you some things that you don't know about money. If you knew more about money than you know right now, wouldn't you be making more money?
Absolutely.
Wouldn't you have a greater lifestyle?
Yeah.
Now, well, that's what we offer. So the other thing is it commission, and I guess the legitimate answer is yes, a lot of it. You wouldn't be opposed to making tons of money on commission, would you?
No, if you could show me how to do it, I just never have done it before.
Absolutely. And here's one of the advantages. If you don't come from sales, we kind of look at you as having an advantage because no one looks at you as a sales guy. They look at you as regular Paul Hart, the mechanic, that is not looking at them as a potential client. You're not prowling on them. So I think it'll work out for you, Paul.
Okay.
You want bigger and better?
I do.
Well, let's get started, man. I'll teach you.
Let's do it.
All right. Got one more. Where's my buddy Lane Sheep?
Yeah, I'm here. Is this life insurance?
Is it life insurance?
Yeah.
Sure, it's life insurance. What do you know about life insurance?
Well, I don't believe life insurance.
You don't believe in life insurance?
No.
Well, first of all, Rocky, it's not a religion, so you don't have to worry about the faith in it. Let me ask you, Rocky, right now, what is the most important thing to you in your life?
My family?
Your family? Good. Let me ask you this. Do you have a car?
I do.
Is it insured?
Yes.
Do you have a home?
Yes.
Is it insured?
Yes.
So, Rocky, I'm not quite understanding you. Your car and your home are insured, but your family's future, in case you go prematurely, is not? Does that make any sense to you? You're an engineer. You're pretty smart. That's pretty okay.
No, no, no.
If you get the words of the business, you're going to build your confidence. You're going to make your dreams come true. Guier Haro's dead. As a result of that, I love you guys. See you at the top. Thank you.